Do you have a flooring problem in your crawl space home? Are the floors up and down? Are you unsure about if you're gonna survive another night without falling and crashing through those floors? There's probably a lot of stress and worry that comes along with those flooring problems. And you may be asking yourself, how did this happen? Ultimately, what can you do to get your flooring and your home fixed and so you don't have to worry about it anymore? I'm Craig Tripp with Anchor Foundation Repair. We've been in the Brazos Valley since 1985, and for the last 12 years, I've been crawling and inspecting homes and fixing them. This year in particular, we've seen a lot of issues with flooring problems. Let's go inside and take a look at what they are right now, and ultimately what we're gonna do to fix this flooring problem. Okay, we're inside this house now, Bryan, Texas. It's a mid-40s crawl space, pier and beam type of home. For years and years, there's been moisture, there's been drainage, there's all sorts of issues that have been happening underneath the crawl space, and ultimately the straw that broke the camel's back was this year with all the late summer rain that we had. The floors essentially soaked up all this moisture and absolutely ruined them. Not only are the floors that I'm standing on bad, also the subfloor is compromised down below. There's a lot of dry rot. We'll be taking care of that, cutting that out. And then you'll see once we cut these floors out that the floor joists are literally cracked in half. And that's what accounts for a lot of the separation in these floors, the up and down nature of them, where we can sit here, put a level on the ground, and it's got 4 inches or so of travel. There's a bunch of ridges and high spots right through here that you can put your hand underneath, and this entire floor has to get cut out, has to be rebuilt so the floors, this room can be used again. So what you'll see in the remainder of this video is us taking a room that's been emptied. We've obviously put some paper on the walls. We've taped up closets that we want to protect a little bit. And we're going to start cutting these floors. We're going to cut these floors out. And once we get below that, the subfloor is going to go. And then we're going to essentially rebuild this room, this crawl space, board by board, until the floors can go back down and the homeowners can move back in. So if you live on a crawl space home with floors that are this bad, what you're gonna wanna do next is get an assessment. You wanna start to figure out how widespread is this. Are we just talking about one room, or is the issue across your entire home? You wanna know how long a job like that's gonna take. You obviously wanna know how much a job like that's gonna cost. Start to consider preventive things that could be done down the road to prevent this from ever happening again. Things like improving your drainage, increasing ventilation, airflow in your home, perhaps even installing a dehumidifier, which is going to remove the damaging effects of moisture. So in the description below, you're going to see links to getting a full in-home assessment for improving drainage. Crawl space information in general is provided below so that you can really start to understand the challenges you're up against and ultimately put together a plan to make it all go away and get your home and your floors sturdy and stable.